Get in the herd. That's what we are. Sorry. Guess what? We have a special guest today. And her name, and who are you?
I'm Christina.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Dixie. I'm the medication and drug screening coordinator here at the McShame Foundation.
As well?
As an alumni, you got me this week. I'll always forget that every single week. I am an alumni of here.
And I am Joyce Bronson, intake coordinator, as well as an alumni of McShame.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I'm so excited that we have Christina here today. We asked her before to come, and she said, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't."
No,
like to
she's
be.
no. There was
What'd
no.
she say?
I don't know. I asked her.
No, she said, "Oh no."
She said, no.
Mm-mm.
No,
I don't like to be the center of attention.
She was like, absolutely not.
No. And today she said yes, and she said, what did you tell me?
I said because I have to do things that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Make a change, right?
Absolutely.
So Christina, tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm so excited.
Okay, so my name is Christina. I am in recovery. I got sent to the McShame Foundation through pretrial through my courts, and it's actually been like the best thing that ever happened to me. I came off of a relapse after having a significant amount of clean time, and it was kind of the worst one ever. Like I've had them before, but this time was the worst time. So like this is a opportunity for me to get myself together, and today I graduated.
Woo,
So
woo.
I don't know if that considers me alumni because I'm still in the house because I'm doing sober living, but I definitely did the intensive program. So.
You did.
That's it. You're doing it.
Yeah, I ain't got my little name badge and stuff.
Wow.
Like I feel
Big
a
girl
part of.
status.
Doesn't it feel so good when like you
Don't it?
complete the 28-day program?
Yes.
I know. I was like, I made it. Like I felt like I
I'm a big
made
girl
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could get through that. Hell yeah.
Because my first day up here, and I was like, we got to be where?
Yeah.
How long?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's a lot.
And now we can start really working on your life, progressing, going back to work. You start back to work tomorrow, right?
Yes, I go back to work. I had a job before what had happened, and they gladly accepted me back due to the progress that I had made before because they knew me sober.
Yeah.
They seen me relapse, and they were like, we believe in you. So go back to work tomorrow full time.
Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
I know you've been talking about it.
Yes.
We're doing like it's an amazing feeling like when we get a job and we're able to go back to work, especially because you worked there before, so
Yeah.
they've seen you like at your best and then they've seen you at your worst.
Yeah.
And they're willing to take you back. So like it's a good feeling to be able to like go back to work and support yourself and just be
Yeah.
like a productive member of society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seeing
Yeah.
how you're able to stand up after you fell down. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
It's nothing like standing back up. People always are like, well, shoot, I've relapsed now. Like, well, no, dude, it doesn't matter how you fell. It's how you get back up and
Exactly.
keep moving forward.
And I honestly
This is
feel like this
Mhm.
time I'm stronger than I ever have been
Mhm.
because I've had periods of sobriety and fell off, and it just wasn't that bad. They say about every bottom has a basement,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I hit the basement and was
Okay.
into the dirt. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was bad. So
I've never heard that before. That's pretty cool.
Christine Mahoney said, woo, woo. Christina Davis. Love you, ladies. Love you too, Christine.
love you. Uh-oh.
I don't know who does that. I guess, and I do want to let everybody know today is actually McShane's 17th year anniversary.
Today
Oh.
is.
I guess
That's
I'm
amazing.
assuming it's today because they told me to say it today, but I know it's this week. So it's been 17 years, and McShame, what McShame has really done is, has given hope to so many people.
Mhm.
So I mean, kind of like I think what would be kind of good to do today, and it's just coming off of a fly. And so, I got this. So, I'm sorry, I'm not good at signals. Anyway, so I was thinking today would be a good way, in celebration of what McShame, because like I said, McShame is what it is. It's full of hope dealers. It's helped so many people, as you've seen when you came. So, let's maybe tell about, I don't really say tell a story, but like say, what brought us here to McShame. And I know some of yours came out on the last session with your mom here. And then, how we got hope from McShame. You think that'd be cool?
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you really want to tell me to?
Yeah.
Dude, that's that thing that I don't do, feelings and stuff.
I know, right?
So, all right. Just for you, McShame, 17 years. Whew.
Yes.
So, all right. So with me, right? When we were in active use, we kind of feel like we're not worth shit. I don't know if y'all did,
Man.
But I don't know. Can I say shit? Is that okay, Justin? Okay. So
Thumbs up.
I just want to make sure I can say shit. So so we're, I honestly, I don't, like I said, this is just mine. Like, but I honestly felt like I wasn't worth too much. In the position I was in, I felt like I was there for a reason. Like I wasn't worth better. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what God wants me to go through. And I was going through a really bad time. Like, basically in a location that I should not have been. And, a lot of things happen day to day. So vague as I can. I know I'm vague as a bitch. But anyway, so, fighting every day in this type of situation like that. But feeling like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm no better than walking to this corner store every day. I'm no better than sitting on this block or whatever, we do out there. And, so that's where I was at. And then just one day I had woke up somewhere in a detox room. But then I had went to a rehab though. But to me, their rehab didn't really teach me anything. Like all I was like, you know what, I'm still ain't shit. Like they didn't make me feel valued. Like they didn't, they're clinical, so they don't really know what we're going through.
Right.
But it's when I came into McShame, like honestly, I came to McShame just because someone had asked me, like, all right, just give it 2 weeks, and my whole mindset was to go back home and do all the same shit all over again.
Yeah.
I really wasn't going to make a change because it was like this still felt like me. Like if you don't work on your inside, you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You can't work on everything else. Like until you're mentally there, you're not going to ever physically be there. Does that make sense?
I totally understand.
Okay. So, I still didn't feel like shit, but I came to McShane and it was like first day, like I, had mad love, even though she left me in the parking lot by myself.
I heard about
all
that.
This. But she did. But you know what though? What made me feel
look at
so
her
good?
now. If
Yes.
it wasn't for me leaving
It
her
made
in
her
that parking lot.
It did. It made me stronger. But that made me know that when she wasn't there, someone came right behind her
I just want to
and
slap
got
you.
me. You know what I'm saying though? And now the girl's like, hey, hey, I'm Ray. I'm here to see you and help you out. And Ray was like my top dog. Like, she always had my back. But it was like being around the people like that, and then people seeing stuff in me. And like, when McShane, like they gave me different opportunities to help me, but it just helped my inside. Like it gave me a reason to live.
Yeah.
They helped me have like a purpose.
Yeah.
And it was just little stuff and like little things like the staff would do to like make me know that I was like noticed and stuff. Like
appreciated.
Like people would want walking past you and just like, oh, whatever, like, and not speak. Like at that rehab that I was at, if it wasn't your time with that particular thing, the person will counselor or in that group, the person would just walk past you like, oh, like you're just anybody. And I was
They
like,
don't
what the?
do that here. I think there's not one person I haven't walked by that has not spoke to me. And that's so welcoming. Like it makes it a difference.
And when you don't know where, when someone's come from and they've never been valued and never been looked at like that, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I got from McShane. That's why I stayed there. And I think I have a tear coming down.
Oh no, we didn't bring the tissue.
You don't cry.
Oh, I thought I tried. But anyway,
she can't cry.
But that's me, and that's where I got out of McShane is the appreciation that McShane showed me, and the self-worth I got from it. To be honest. So that's my part of my story. I'm vague, but I pretty much get the point out, I think.
Yeah.
One day y'all will hear more, but that's gonna be a pay-per-view.
Not a pay-per-view. Oh my
All right,
God.
so Dixie, your turn now. You're up, dog.
Okay.
Ooh. Sorry.
That was loud.
You told me to get into things. So. Is that close enough?
Yeah. So for me, it's pretty much similar. Like before I got here, I won't no good to nobody. Not to my parents, not to my sister, not to my child, not to my grandparents. I mean, I was really helpless I couldn't do anything. So when I came here, I was pretty broken. I kind of got bullied into coming here at first. My family did an intervention. Speaking of family, there's my dad.
Aww. He's always there for you. He's so special.
That's great.
So, so my dad brought me here and I didn't want to be here, but I was like, all right, what the heck? I was really used to going into jail. So I was like, this can't be like worse than that.
Right.
So I was like, all right. Right before my, so I have like 2.5 years now. So right in February, right when my memories on Facebook, on the way here, I posted a selfie and I was like, oh my God, who even was I? And
I
was
know.
like,
I love this
with the, like the
memory,
peace sign, I was like, see y'all in 30 days. Like what? So I came here and I didn't want to be here at first. I kind of just did it to shut everybody up. And I was just gonna do the 28 days, and I didn't even think I was gonna be able to make it through that. And my plan was kind of like yours, like just go back and do the same old thing. I actually had somewhere along the lines when I first got here, I was like, okay, maybe I should be here for a little bit, but like when I get out, like I can use successfully.
Yeah.
What in the hell
Yeah.
is that? That's not
It
even a
is so
thing.
valid. People think that
Moderation.
all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
What is moderation?
So, I quickly found out that was not going to be the case, and I decided I had to make a decision whether to go home or stay here, and there was nothing at home, and there was a lot of opportunities here, so I stayed in housing for as long as you did, for 11 months.
11 months.
And during this process, like I gained a family. McShame helped me build a foundation in my recovery, gave me the tools. Like before I got here, I'd never been to a meeting and didn't know, like I remember I didn't know what a sponsor was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I got here. So like with the groups and everything, and then going to meetings and all that, I learned what all of that was, and that helped me decide what I wanted to do. So they gave me the foundation. And then it's just like I say all the time, this place is home. Like
It is,
when
man.
I moved out, if something was wrong, I would come up here. Like a lot of people have since passed since I've been clean, and like I would run here all the time. And lay on somebody's couch or get on somebody's nerves. That was my favorite thing to do. And they finally decided to give me a job because of it. But I just always came around because this is like my safe place. I feel safe here. So much like when I moved out, I moved just like 3 streets down. I had to be close.
That is the hit right there.
Yeah.
And I'm actually
Little
right
codependent.
around the other corner of Dixie, so she's always my safe person.
Yeah.
Even though she left me in the parking lot, I can still call Dixie. Like this morning, Dixie picked me up and I had a flat tire.
Yeah.
You can always call Dixie and she's on the way. She's still making up for leaving me out there.
I am.
Oh,
I am.
what did you leave her out there to
Well,
do?
I don't.
ma'am?
Okay,
She
so
went to eat.
food's
Food.
important.
Well, you didn't take her to eat?
Well, I didn't know what to do with her.
No, she had a
She
boyfriend
said, I
at that
didn't know what
time.
to do with
I don't know
her.
what to do. I don't know. I mean, like we're like, hey.
Stay, sit, stay.
Yeah, and I did.
Yeah.
So back then we had strict rules, and if you
Yeah.
were under 30 days, you couldn't just walk off.
Oh my God.
So I stood in the parking lot until someone came and got me, like this.
I'm so
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't believe her. I don't remember. I don't
remember
think I would have
so
just left
much.
her in the parking lot.
Well, you did, because I told you, go ahead. I
Somebody
forgot.
was there.
Yeah, Marjorie came outside. When did she see me standing in the parking lot like this?
That is hilarious. That's how it was when I was at the healing place. You had the buddy system, and
Yeah.
like if your buddy wasn't down, like it's just like, listen, I will pay you to stay here. Like,
Yeah.
just stay.
But it was fine. It was fine. I mean, but that's what I said was so great is because, the I think the ethic, how the staff is, it rubs off on us as participants because, that's how everybody was. It was always so welcoming. So let's read we got your daddy. Honesty, we love you, Joyce. I love you too, Honesty. We appreciate you.
Shay Bundy said, "Where's Kimmy?"
Who's Kimmy?
I don't know where Kimmy is.
We'll find her. And Robert said,
build a foundation that ought to be a plaque at McShame somewhere.
he really should, because this really is a foundation, I think.
Definitely.
It is. I like I said, how you said, we didn't know about sponsor before we came. I didn't know what a sponsor was at all. I had no idea about anything. And like I said, I did 2 weeks in detox.
Yeah.
I did 28-day program somewhere else in a rehab and never heard the word sponsor one time.
Yeah.
Till I got here.
So
That's crazy.
I got sentenced. All right. So I started getting in trouble. I've been using for years, since I like 11. And the first time I ever got any criminal charges, I got sentenced to AA meetings to get a paper signed. So we're in there and they're like, honey, welcome. We give out chips at the end. And I was like, oh, cool. I love Doritos. And they're like, keep
Poor
coming
thing.
back. And I was like, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
She was like, you'll understand later. And now I was like, oh God, that is so embarrassing.
She
Like,
said,
I
"Where
was
the
like,
Doritos
yeah, I was
at?"
like, oh, we get chips at the end. That's great. I love snacks. And they're like, oh, keep
No.
coming back. I was
Poor
devastated.
thing. I'd
Yeah.
have had to find you a shield.
I remember like when I first got here, so like the groups or whatever, that ball, which I didn't even
Uh-huh.
know. Sometimes I'll do whenever I do a group.
The one that's
I'll,
deflated now, just
well,
about.
no, it's almost there. It's not quite. We can still throw it, okay. And I didn't know we still had it. And one of the other girls that were here a while ago, she was like, "Why don't you do the ball for group?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
What's the ball?
So it's a blow up beach ball, and on there's a whole bunch of different questions or whatever statements, and on there it asks like, what does a sponsor mean to you?
Mhm.
And that's one of the first times I realized what a sponsor was, because
Yeah.
I had no idea. So throwing that ball with all those different questions will like give you a lot of information, because there's so much on there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Where you like you throw it to who you want to, and whoever's thumb lands, like
Oh,
wherever your
wow.
thumb lands, that's the question you have to
That's
ask.
cool. It gets people out of their square too,
Mhm.
because like me, I was like, no podcast.
So,
I'm
sometimes
no.
you don't,
Like,
yeah. But
yeah.
you know, again, y'all, today is our 17th year, and I didn't want to mention now that we've got the link up. This is the link that you can actually donate to McShame on, and you'll be helping other people like me. Myself, actually, I'm the only one out of y'all too, but I got scholarship for 2 weeks here to McShame because I could not afford anything, and I was going to go home, and my mom said no, and she called my brother's friend, childhood friend, and he gave me a 2-week scholarship to try out.
That's awesome.
And I stayed forever, and I actually became a productive member of society.
Those scholarships benefit a lot of people.
Mhm.
My sister came in on a scholarship
Yes,
twice.
Yes.
My baby son's father, I believe, came in on a
Yes.
scholarship. My sister's best friend came in on a scholarship, I believe.
Yes.
So it's helped a lot of people.
And fortunately, we can't help everybody because it is hard to
Yeah.
get those sometimes. But the more that we get coming in, the
Mhm.
more it will help us give others. And with the COVID and everything, not everything has been available as it has been in the past. So
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know there is the link. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt our balls talking. What was about the balls?
Oh my god.
What happened?
Anyways, how is McShame with you? You're
Okay.
next.
All right. So,
I hate you.
as I said, like, it started at a young age, but like I felt like you, like I just didn't belong in society anymore. Like
Mhm.
I belonged
Yes.
at the places that nobody wanted to go, but it started to get to the point to where when people would see me coming, they would draw their blinds, and I'm
Mhm.
like, how could you not want me around? You know,
Yeah.
and it's just like it just got sickening, almost to
Mhm.
the fact, of course, the insanity. But like this time, I only was going to be in jail until my court date, and that's June 19th, and I was July 19th, and I was like, but that's not going to help me. I can do jail.
Mhm.
Like I can go in there and do everything in
You get a
there,
custom real
and
quick.
I would come out the same person that I was. So I was adamant about I need a program, not because I wanted to get out, because I don't want to use anymore. Like I just don't want to leave my legacy behind. Here lies Christina, overdose or something like that. Because this time, like I said, it was really bad. I wrecked my car into the side of Kroger on Burnham. Woke up being narcan by the police, and I was on my way to work. So I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, this is God sent right here. So
Absolutely.
basically, the McShame, when I came in, I see all these people again, and I'm just like nervous. Y'all remember my day. I got brought here by the sheriff, and I was just like, here we go. And they're like, well, tomorrow we're going to be at the church all day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm like, doing what? And they're like, groups. And I'm like, but at first I was never resistant to this time. I really wasn't. I was like, I hear whatever you want me to do. If it's work for you guys, because that's a good thing. You all did it too. So there's nothing that y'all are going to tell me that's not anything that you haven't done, and it's not going to harm me. It's going to be better for me. So I'm willing. I was like, if they tell me to do it, I'm going to do it, and it's hard being almost 40 and, taking suggestions. I turned 39 on Tuesday.
Oh, it's almost your birthday?
Yes, July 13th. Hey, you guys.
What?
A Cancer.
Yeah. Yes, I am a Cancer, the emotional little crab. I hate it, but but at the end of the day, I heard so much good about McShane, and I heard the girls getting scholarships in there. That's not my story, but it is, I have good people in my life that supported me through this, just want to see me live. So thank God for that. But I was like, well, if I can do this, I'm going to give it 1000%. Like I have not ever, I've done everything halfway, and I was like, if I don't put this 100%, then what am I even going to try for? So I am doing the daggone thing like I have to.
And you're doing good.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
right?
Thank you so much.
I think I remember when the sheriff brought you, and I was outside and I greeted you.
Yes.
Hi, Christine.
I'm like, yeah, getting out of a cop car and I'm not in trouble. I'm like, for the first time. But look, today when we were leaving to go to my job, a cop walked up and I was still like, And Keisha was like, you don't have to live like that anymore. And I'm like, but why do I still have fear?
It is. That's the one when they were coming to serve us.
Oh God,
so
it
we've
was
got
terrible.
We got some more. We did say that one. Build a foundation.
Yeah, we read that one.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Jesse Hall said,
I was a scholarship baby,
Aw.
about to celebrate 7 years clean.
Congratulations.
Ooh, I
That's
love
good.
hearing those
That's
stories.
awesome.
It works though.
And honestly said, yes, same day scholarship saves lives.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Absolutely it does.
Mhm.
We just got to have the help that we need in order to do it.
Mhm.
Without the power and the support of the community,
Mhm.
it's not too much we can do on our own.
Mhm.
And then honestly said another message, but I can't see it. It says being 40
Yes,
rolls.
it does. Absolutely. I can dig it.
I can't wait till I get
They
40,
say
guys.
the 30s and 40s are your prime.
I
it?
Am
feel
right?
better now than I did.
I'm still 24.
Listen, yes, on the low. Like I feel better now than I did when I was younger. Like I don't know. I guess I am in my
They say
prime,
it's your
and
prime for women.
They
now
say,
I get to
know.
live instead of just exist.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that is the hit.
Yeah. And we you did all the bad, the things in our past. So you know
Yeah.
what? We don't have to like look forward to that. We know what we did. We've been there, did
we
that.
know how to live dirty.
So now let's live clean,
live clean,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. And there's so many things and so many doors we can go through now. It's freaking awesome.
So Debbie said, "You ladies are beautiful and miracles."
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm pretty, and so are they. Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Pretty girl rock, right?
But I will say, like, I think we talked about this before. I'm sure we have.
Uh-huh.
But like another thing that helped me, that I loved about, like, I think we talked about this last week. Like clinical, I don't think would have
Oh,
worked
no,
for me.
yeah.
Like hell no.
It would not. I know Dixie.
Okay,
And-
so what was the clinical part? Like
Well,
what
I'm
what
gonna tell
what-
you.
So like the clinical part, I don't feel like if I would have went to like a rehab, I don't
Yeah.
feel like it would have worked for me.
Yeah.
Like she said she went to detox and she didn't hear anything
Well-
about anything recovery while
Right.
being there.
Right.
And then for McShane, like it's all peer to peer. Like almost all staff are alumni of McShane. So
Yes,
like we've all
80%
lived
of
it.
us,
Yeah, we've lived it, and we're all addicts. Like you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? We understand each other, and we can relate to y'all. So like that's what helped me coming through, because I didn't feel like I couldn't talk to a staff member
Right.
because
it's not intimidating.
they didn't go to school
Yeah.
to learn it. Like they've lived it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I can
We're
come
not
talk to
talking
you
about
about it.
stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
And see, I think that what the clinical, when we say clinical, what that means is individuals who've gone to school for it,
Okay.
not actually
Yeah.
lived
You
it,
have
not
book
peer
knowledge,
lived.
but not life knowledge.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like telling someone to raise a kid that doesn't have one. I
Yeah.
get
Right.
it. Yeah. Absolutely.
So in the rehab that I went to, now, yeah, granted that rehab had just opened up. I was at the grand opening and stuff. And so I was the 5th person to ever graduate. You know, I create places. But anyway.
I cannot.
What? And
It
anyway,
gives me a headache.
but like I said, that they had a lot to learn. Like no one in that building was in recovery.
Mhm.
So the classes that we had, we did have groups and classes, but it was all like they actually had a book and went through it. And like the coping skills was what was listed off of a book. And like I'm like, what the hell? And
it's
then
like, hold on, let me look that up.
yeah,
Like,
and nothing on like how to support like continue our recovery afterwards. Like so
Mhm.
nothing about 12-step meetings, nothing about sponsors. I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
So like I said, that's what clinical is. It's clinical is when people go buy books. And then, the therapy and stuff, the only person that was down to earth that can kind of tell me what to do, like was Peter Breslin, because he was our doctor.
oh yeah,
And that's how I got the Vivitrol shot.
I'm gonna get on Vivitrol.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I-
definitely want that.
Definitely, and I am a 100% advocate of Vivitrol.
Yeah.
And she had the actual naltrexone
The pill.
pills. So,
Yeah.
and we don't tell you nothing we don't
Yeah.
go by. And I was on it for 11 months. All right, read up some more, Dixie. What did our fans say?
Not our fans. Yeah. So
Question.
I don't know.
A friend of ours is in this facility. Her name is Kimberly. Where is she okay? Fortunately, we do not know the status, nor can we reveal anyone's information.
Confirm nor deny.
Yes. So if you would like, you can give a call to McShane at 804-249-1845 and ask to speak with the female director, and they will get you plugged in and see if there's any information that they could provide you at that time, or get you linked in to speak with that individual. Fortunately, we just are not able to provide any information, especially on like a podcast. You never know who's looking for someone or
absolutely.
anything. It's in our client's security and privacy is our number one priority, as well as getting them clean. Okay, and what else we got going on? I thought I saw somebody else.
She said,
Okay, my dad.
What did Daddy say?
Dad said everyone is capable of anything, and anybody is capable of everything. Keep telling people they can change their lives. They just got to
Want to.
They just got to want to. I can't read, y'all. You're not alone.
All right,
my dad.
awesome, Daddy.
That's so great.
It is. And I tell y'all all the time when y'all come in, and this is y'all's life. You make of it what you. This is your program. It's up to you to what you do with it. I mean, it's a great program that works for a lot of us, but at the end of the day, we've got to work it. So on my face.
No, I was fixing my lip ring.
Like,
it's not like the original one that you would normally have. It's a hoop, so
it feels weird.
Yeah.
It just spins.
And then with me, with my situation,
I do that
she
too.
does this, and I'm like,
what's on me? Like, would you tell me if it was? I would tell you though.
I know, but I would think you'd be like this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Your 28 days is up. Soon enough, you'll be moved to sober living. Are you excited?
I am, and I'm not, because like the Chester house, like
It's
the bond that we have there, like I cook family dinners for us. Like I'm the house chef. It's great. They love it. But it's like that's where my foundation came from. And a lot of the girls are different now, from when I first came in, but I'm going to miss it out there. And it's just a transportation thing right now. It would be more convenient for me to be over here because I'm going to be up y'all's butts too.
Yeah.
Like just now, like I left for a little while, went and ate, got my nails done. I'm like, all right, I'm going back. Hazel's like, you're going back? I'm like, yeah. Like, I mean, I just want to stick close to here because this is where I know I'm going to get what I need. It's like the needing your medicine every day. So like I am going to be very here a lot. So
well, good. It's important to keep ourselves plugged in. There's a couple things that we always want to remember is that first of all, we have to work on our recovery every day, and part of that is to stay plugged in with individuals. Stay connected.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I write that on people's exit plans and transition plans. Stay connected. And
you
then
have to.
Another thing that's so important is never forget what caused us to get here. People always they have a way to remember the glorified stuff, but they don't remember, like I always hear it. I walk past people here and they're telling their glorified stories, but dude, it wasn't all that good because you're here.
Exactly.
There's a reason. Something you went to jail. How many times you go to jail?
Right.
We don't remember that. And I think the time that you forget what caused me to do the steps that got me to this situation right now, I can't forget that. Because once I forget that, it's like, okay.
That's exactly where I went wrong. When COVID hit, when I got out of DOC at the end of, I was in CCAP. And when I got out at the end of November, like the only network that I had was the War Foundation. I used to go to the Sunday meeting over there, and then COVID shut it down. So it was like either do Zoom, which I was just like not willing, just point blank period. I was like, oh, well, I don't know any of the people in there. I felt more comfortable there. So I just shied away. I got isolated. I was letting my problems get to me, didn't talk to anybody about it. And I didn't have a sponsor. I wasn't working a program. So of course I'm going to fail. I fell flat on my face.
Right.
And I was like, not this time. Yeah. I got a sponsor already, and I'm
good.
I just got one like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I need someone to guide me through this. Yes, I've done this. I've done the steps before. I've been clean for a significant amount of times, but clearly I went wrong somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it doesn't matter what you know. Did you apply it? Did it work?
Yeah. And like you said, I got to start doing things that I weren't comfortable with.
Like this, and it's not that bad. It's not that bad for anybody that's going to come in here and say no. Don't say no. Like, I'm willing.
Kyle Sunday said, Christina, you're killing it. Keep up the good work.
That's what's up. Thank
you, Kyle Sunday. You're killing it too.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I was somehow or another, me and her ended up doing this every week. I don't know how exactly it happened, but it happened. Me and you.
What great people to do it, though, because y'all vibe so well. Like, it's just like y'all feed off each other.
It just happened from being stuck in the parking lot. I just said,
whatever. We lived together for like 5 months. She was our house chef.
Yeah.
She used to make dinner.
Cooking competition.
And
What's
Lisa,
up?
and Lisa.
Me and Lisa would cook all the time.
I love cooking.
My specialty was fried chicken. Hers was banana pudding.
She used to walk around Smith House with her little headphones in, and you could talk to her. She could not hear you. You had to be like, Joyce. She'd take her little headphones down.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So my
God.
specialty over there was the homemade chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
They were
cool.
like, "Are you gonna make that again?" Because I make it all from scratch, except
Mhm.
like the pasta, of course. But they
Mhm.
were like, "Are you gonna make that again?" And Tiffany's there; she's pregnant, so I was like, whatever she asked for, I'm definitely not gonna say no,
Aw.
and I want it too. So yeah, like I love them girls.
That's what I love about the sober living. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even know it was sober living from when I was in that facility, the rehab. They didn't even mention sober living. That's what I was
They
saying.
didn't give you that option.
Yeah, like you
They
didn't know there was
yeah.
anything after 28 days. All I thought it was 28 days and I go home.
Because I was like, when I heard about it in jail, I was just 28 days. Like,
Yeah.
how is that even enough?
Yeah,
And
it's
people were
not.
like, well, shoot, it's to get you out. And I'm like, well,
No.
all right, well, that's not, I'm not talking to you.
I don't, like
Because like I don't feel like that's enough. Like I
Yeah.
have 38 years to clean up, and then like 28 days is a great foundation. But
It is.
I was like, when I talked to my probation officer, she kind of helped me along through the process. She was like, well, I'm just gonna mandate you, and I was like, facts. That's
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
I was
Okay.
just gonna talk to you about it anyway because I need something different.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely, I'm cool with it.
The 28 days is great for the foundation, but like your mom said when she was here last week, she said the recovery housing is where it's at. That's
Mhm.
really where you learn. Like
You learn.
Yeah.
the 20.
Go
What?
the 28 days, like you'll get the tools, like you'll get the tools, but then like after 28 days, like you move into sober living to like learn how to apply them.
Mhm.
Like I feel like if you move out after 28 days, you're not going to know how to really apply them.
No.
And so it's like it's a stepping stone.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
transition.
saying? It's a transition
It's
to
a
get
great thing.
to like get on your own.
This is what I tell everybody is it gives us the opportunity to make the right choices with the right tools, meaning that we're working again. So I got my first check with all this money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if I was somewhere else, I'd
Yeah.
probably just go and use or do whatever. But now I'm in sober living. I'm around people who can help me apply.
Mhm.
So I'm driving now. Am I going to make the right choice to go to my meeting, or am I
Right.
going to go to the dope man? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like all these is what, and that's what sober living does. Is it helps you. You know what? I don't have no choice. I got to. I mean,
Yeah,
really, you do have a choice, but you
you
kind of don't.
yeah.
And it's what's holding us accountable, but it's helping us like do the little stepping stones. And that's why I used to like about remember it would be Delrose, then it would be Smith, and then it would be Hilliard.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because that's how the stepping stones were.
Yeah, it's crazy because when I did get out, I had a car.
Yeah.
I had access to a car.
Yeah.
I had a job not that long, and I was, I came out with money too. So I was like, oh yeah, life is great. And I found myself laying in the bed one day just bawling. I was like, I'm miserable.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. Like something is wrong. I'm miserable and I have everything I could ever want. But now it's crazy. I think it's a blessing that I don't have any of those things. I don't want the car right now because clearly I can't drive legally right now. But and I kind of, being the Asian I am, I kind of need someone to tell me it's time to come in the house.
Yeah.
I need somebody to tell me, this is what you have to do for the week because it is what it is. Like I mean,
and then you
it's
kind of need your
adulting.
bonds that you have.
Yeah.
What did I tell y'all? Sorry.
What?
That
Squirrel.
My tire people. Sorry.
Oh, they hit you up? Like, I'm just waiting on SmartLink.
Anyway,
so, yeah, SmartLink
anyway.
is going to be whatever you get out on
apologize.
Pretrial, and they're going to hit you at the most random times. You have to take a picture and send it. But look, when I went to her today, she's like, you have done 100% on everything.
That's awesome.
She was like, all of your call-ins, and I was like, I have never heard that. Can I get a sticker? Good job sticker. Like, can you?
A lollipop?
Yeah, like, I need a treat for this because it's like, I'm a runner.
I got a lifesaver mint downstairs that I'll congratulate you with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Winner. Absolutely.
So yeah, it is but I think it's so important. And then also to have the bonds that we have with females, because a lot of us, like I said, when we come from the street or come from jail, we have a situation, we have like maybe not a trauma, but like not a trusting with other females.
Exactly.
So when you actually are around females that don't want anything from you, really, they're not using you. They're trying to get the same thing you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Now of course you're going to run across someone that may, but for the most part, it's like everyone is in the same mindset as you are here.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I was talking when I went to Chesterfield yesterday to run a group. I was talking about, like I've said this before, like if I can say what living in a recovery house would be, it's like being in a sorority minus the drugs and alcohol.
Exactly.
And it was literally those 11 months. Most of them were the best times of my life. Like I had the most fun. You would think living with that many women would like drive you crazy, which it does sometimes. But I had the most fun through in that process in that time of my life. Sometimes
me
I'm like,
too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just, and I love it because I still see memories pop up on my phone from that year, like from that year I was in there. And I mean, we were silly. We were in stores being silly together.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. And
it's like being a kid again, a little
not
bit.
Normally people, like you would think, and just like they say in the book, it's not people that would not normally mix. And it's like we have all different races and from different backgrounds, but we all are like on an even plane. It's like nobody is judgmental in that, and that's what the good part about it is.
And a lot of times the women that you're in the house, like some of the women that I was in the step-up house with, and it was some of the women, one of the women that I was in intensive with, like I'm still friends with to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like they come and go. Some of them have stayed, but there's a couple that I've remained friends with this whole entire time.
Right. Yeah.
And like I feel like they'll be friends for the rest of my life.
Yeah, they are bonds for life because you meet each other when you're completely broken and help build each other up. Because like if you don't have friends in your life to build you up, then you shouldn't have them.
Yeah.
Like, but I need an accountability partner for sure. Like you are on one right now.
It is important, and that's when we are kind of our brokest, because it's like, you know, they always say recovery gonna be rich, but it takes a couple steps to get to having a little bit of money. So I remember, you know, with me and Ray, like when I first started, like, you know, if I didn't have you too, though, I always got a cigarette from her. She always had cigarettes. But anyway, like if I didn't have one, she'd have one, or she, you know, if she, you know, it would be vice versa. But it was always like that. I can't even think of a time I've ever been hungry in housing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You don't though, like for real. Never. Like it's no problem with any one of us. Like, hey, I got it today, you know, and I have never, like out on the street, I would be so hungry, and I'm like, is anybody gonna help me? They're like, help yourself.
No.
Yeah,
like, what do you did this? And I'm like, well, whatever.
I can't think of any time I've been without a need while I was in mission housing. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I may not have had it once, but you definitely never been without even like an energy drink.
Yeah,
like, you know, somehow it was every day you know, someone always looked out for you, and it just, you know, and you wouldn't even have to ask, like they would just know.
They just know, because when people know you, they know you. Like she wakes up every morning with this energy drink, so let me get her one.
And it's valid, it's good stuff. But I know, like me and like when you say people with all different walks of life, me and Dixie probably, if we were in the street, we'd never know each other. We wouldn't even walk past each other because we would totally be in two different areas.
I've been in. Where was you at? Hopewell.
Dopewell.
You would never been in my
for sure.
I lived in Hopewell for like 3 months.
I used to go out there every now and again. Dopewell is what we called it. And the rest of the field.
And McShame Foundation, great ladies on the vegetable garden. So tell us about the vegetable garden in Chesterfield. I've seen like a picture of it.
I get the vegetables sometimes.
I am going to tell you firsthand. I watered it the other day, and I didn't see any vegetable that was ripe. And Melanie came out there yesterday and came in with like fresh green beans and squash. I was like, where'd you get that? And she's like, the garden. And I'm like, I just watered it and didn't see it. I don't even know how to get in there because I stood out there with the, you know, I can cook the stuff. And she was like, will you cook it? And then, you know, I was like, absolutely. And I was like, I'm going to have to go out there every now and again because we have chickens too. Yeah, we have chickens. And like, I was like, fresh vegetables. It was so good too.
Yeah.
She said that y'all sent her a picture of the dinner y'all made last night.
I did. It was so good. Yeah, because she picked squash and the green beans. Here's the squash.
Oh wow, that looked good.
Well, I need y'all to invite me to
and then the green beans
with
bacon in it. Oh yeah, and then I cooked smothered pork chops too. We got down last night.
Man, y'all crush.
Yeah, because we got our appetites back.
Yeah,
I'm ready to eat, boy.
And you eating good now.
Real good. I don't miss a meal. I think I got up the other night at 3 a.m. eating a cupcake.
So it's sort of like when you guys start our program. I actually spoke with a parent today. It's like kind of restarting again, like teaching everyone how to have better eating habits. And I think that's why we did the garden. Well, you know, also to give something to do.
Responsibility.
Responsibility. But you know, to know that we need to implement, you know, fresh vegetables and fruits. Do you eat vegetables and fruits?
Girl, if I'm almost a vegetarian. If it weren't for chicken.
I
can live off vegetables and
like
bread.
them too, especially well seasoned. Like, I love bread. I will never be able to let bread go.
Mm-hmm.
Country crock butter. Like I could eat butter bread like for a meal. It's crazy.
I work at Texas Roadhouse, and I lived off those rolls
Oh,
for.
they're so good.
And I'm over them now, but
The O'Charlie's rolls are good too.
oh, amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Now I want to go to O'Charlie's.
I will say I'm so bad, y'all. So I love vegetables. Any vegetable, it don't matter what it is, and I will tear it up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I've never met a vegetable I didn't like.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't
I'll
like
eat
cauliflower.
beets.
Oh, I love.
I'll
It's
eat
a
cauliflower.
texture thing.
I love beets. A lot of people don't like beets. But I'm the type. I will
Yeah,
go
those are
buy a
nasty.
thing. No, they're not.
Okay.
I will go buy.
Face.
We'll go
She
buy
looks just like
a
Kaiser.
thing of Hawaiian rolls
Oh,
and like
my
literally just sit in my recliner and just eat Hawaiian. Nothing on them. Just if I have brown gravy, I'll dip them. But
that's good
eat just a whole thing of Hawaiian rolls.
You can do that.
They are
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, because look, she doesn't gain any weight.
Yeah,
Like
she will. She will.
I'm trying. It's not working.
She is trying, but it's just one day it's gonna. Well, you're gonna wake up and then you're gonna be Joyce. What happened? I said the Hawaiian Rose. You dip in
remember them
gravy.
Hawaiian rolls, girl? Like I think I'm satisfied with the weight that I am now because when 2019 when I came in I was 110 pounds.
Yeah,
And I was like, is that scale broke?
I honestly don't.
We talked about that yesterday.
When we're in recovery, I think it is what it is. I mean, the most important thing is that we're healthy,
Right.
and I mean that we're happy with ourselves. Like I said, it's
Exactly.
all of being, like I was saying earlier when I was saying like, we have to fix our mental part,
Yes.
but our spiritual as well.
Mhm.
But if we can just be happy and content with ourselves, I mean, that's sometimes girls will get into it where, after they come home from jail, incarceration, they'll be heavy because of all the carbs you guys get in there,
Mhm.
or that they'll, they're starting in recovery now and then they've gained so much weight in 6 weeks. They're like, oh, I'm so fat now. But you know what? No, you're healthy now.
Yeah,
So
it's
let's-
okay. I'd
it'll even
rather
out.
be chunky than nobody can see me in the room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did the wind just walk past me? I was that small. It was bad.
It's important
It's
just
real
to allow
bad.
yourself time to even yourself out. I mean,
Absolutely.
just not. To me, I'm fine. And if like I might be a little chunky, but
Your eyebrows are on point.
I've been looking at both y'all's eyebrows the whole time. I
finally have them.
Well,
Listen, my ex
I'm
a
just
long
gonna
time
go get
ago
them
was like,
microbladed.
"Ooh, I found eyebrow wigs. Should I order them?" Because like my eyebrows were gone, and I was like, finally I'm not touching.
Did you just say eyebrow wigs?
Yes, it's like how like the stick-on mustaches, they were stick-on eyebrows. It was that bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna Google this when I get out of here.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was really bad.
Eyebrow wigs next week.
Oh my god, that would be
I'm gonna
hilarious.
get mine microbladed, make it look like I got some. It looked like I got
But
some.
no, yours fit your face. Don't do that.
Well, because I color them in because from here over,
there's the secret.
there's none. Well, they're there, but they're so
Look
blonde.
at my eyebrows in this picture.
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
They're there. It's just like pencils.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's when
what a
the
lot
thin
of girls
was in,
wear their
right?
eyebrows like
That was not on purpose at all. That was a problem.
So
It's not on purpose.
But it's important for us to allow ourselves to grow in and be happy with ourselves. And I think I'm at a point in my life now that I'm happy with myself, except that I get upset when I break a nail.
Self-care.
Yeah,
this
self-care.
right here today felt so good. I was like, when I graduate, I'm getting my nails done.
Yes.
Because it's just a part of me. That's what I like to do, and it's not anything that set me back. So it was definitely a birthday present. Yeah. So thank you. You know who you are.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's almost your birthday. Next Tuesday, I'm going to have to remember that.
It's my birthday month.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole month.
The whole month, y'all. So listen, you don't have to stop at just Tuesday.
All right, guys. So, we're getting close to the end. And what do I like to do on the last portion of the couple minutes is like kind of newcomers here.
Don't tell
so
me
we like to
give.
We like to just, end it off like with all the little quotes, like, like for me, like what we've done today. So for me, what I just want, if anyone didn't get anything else out of today, we've got to work on ourselves, not only physically, mentally, but also spiritually. But just remember, you're the best person you can be, and just continue working on you. That didn't come out right, but anyway,
no, it did.
It did. I just talk and stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe in you if no one else does. And I know you can do this, but like I said, you have to be happy with yourself.
Right.
And if you don't have a friend that tells you they're happy with you or that you're beautiful today, come to me and Dixie. We'll tell you you're beautiful.
Oh,
now, she might leave you in the parking lot though. All right. And you, Kristen.
I have, once you put yourself together, the world will fall in place.
Ooh, I like that. Now, what you gonna say? You gotta say thugging, right?
I cannot, y'all. I'm out of here.
No, man.
Y'all just said some real good stuff, and I never
But
prepared.
you got good stuff too.
No, I just keep it real simple, thug
So
it.
keep think to what?
She's gonna thug it out.
Thug it out.
Thug it out, folks. All right, guys. Again, we really appreciate you. Thanks for seeing us and getting the herd. And thank you, Christina, for visiting
Yes,
us.
absolutely.
Woo!
Happy 17th year anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah.
17 years. McShane, saving lives,
Yes.
healing families.
Stay
And
connected.
Stay connected.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
Peace
to the
out, y'all.
families. Bye, guys.
See y'all next week.
Here at McShane, we believe in the McShane way, which is authentic recovery support service providers, people with lived experience, bringing that experience to those who need that lived experience in recovery.
Here at McShane, we believe in many things to support our mission. We believe in women empowerment.
What I love most about what we believe here at McShane is we believe in the authenticity of the peer-to-peer approach.
Here at the McShane Foundation, we believe in giving people opportunity.
Here at McShane, we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
At the McShane Foundation, we believe in helping people reach their full potential.
Here at the McShane Foundation, we believe in multiple pathways to recovery.
Here at McShane, we believe in placing principles before personalities to help spread hope.
Here at McShane, we believe that recovery is possible and that any person seeking recovery can become a more acceptable, responsible, and productive member of society.
Here at the McShane Foundation, we believe in self-discovery.
Here at McShane, we believe in saving lives and offering second chances.
Here at McShane, we believe you can do this.
Here at McShane Foundation, we believe that we can only keep what we have by giving away, which is why we continue to help others like us seek and find recovery.
Any place, we'll get there soon. We'll get there.